Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, in this episode 14 of our Sketchbook Mandala series, we'll be creating a half mandala and which will have some decorations at the bottom, right? So, before we start, if you are new to the channel, this is a series of continuous mandalas like these that we are going to fill in this complete sketchbook. It will be a series of 25 mandalas, right? As we had 25 pages in the book. So this is the episode 14th of that series. This was the last mandala that we did in episode 13. So please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like to the video, and share with anyone who would enjoy the same. So first we will find the center of our page. After finding the center, you will mark it with your fine liner. I'm using these Brustro technical pens, and this is a 10 by 10 centimeter sketchbook. So the link of both of these products is available in the description below. If you want the same, you can buy through it. So you will first mark the center of your page. Then you can erase the pencil marks. Now what we will do is we will draw a horizontal line across the page passing through the central point. Alright, and it will be in pencil. It is a grid line. And now on this grid line, we will draw our mandala grid only in the top half. Alright, our mandala will be only in top half of the page. So the grid will be 20 degrees in measurement. Alright, 20 degrees of markings for the protractor. After drawing a grid like this, only in the upper half of the circle, we will start adding patterns one by one. So first you will draw a grid circle which will be 1 centimeter in radius. Now in this circle we will draw a diamond shape. So one diamond shape will be in between two grid lines. Alright, in between two grid lines there will be one of this diamond shape. Next we will draw a one circle around this in fine liner. This circle will be 1.5 centimeters. After drawing this circle, we will draw a border also on the inside of this circle. No measurement for it, just a thin border. Now in the space which is above the diamond shapes, there is one grid line passing through the center of each one, right? So along that grid line, we will add a double point shape. Like this, very tiny one. Here is a close-up. So along each grid line, you will add one. So for the last part, right, last corner where whole shape will not fit, you will only add half of that shape, alright, just the upper half. We will add small arcs in between two of these double point shapes. I'll show how. Add two arcs like this in between the double pointed shapes, and then we will darken all of the remaining spaces. Next we will draw one more circle using pen which will be 2.5 centimeters. And then a border on the inside. Now in this area we will draw upside down pyramids, and one will be in 3 lines of space. So the first one you will start keeping this grid line as the center. So either you will start here or here. For the last section, you will draw just the half of it, and then you will give a border to all of these. Now in this gap which is in between two pyramids, this triangular space here, you will draw vertical lines. Now for the details of these pyramids, we will add small spirals in the corners. Alright, add small spirals like these in each corner. Next, what you will do is rotate the page upside down so that it is easier to draw. And we will draw a small arc in between the spirals like this, dividing the space in half. Alright, a small triangular shape like that in the center. Make sure all of them are of equal thickness. Now what we will do is, in this space that we have created at the top, we will fill it with circles and then darken the corners. Here is a close-up. The page is not smooth enough, so you might get some rough edges, but that is fine since it is a watercolor paper. Now inside the space that we have here, we will draw very small petals. We will fill it up with petals. See, the space is very small, right? So you have to take a very fine sized pens so that you have better control over it and your shapes will come out nice. After adding the petals, you will darken the corners like this. If you don't have a very fine sized fine liner, then just add 3 petals in there. Don't skip the corner. Here also you will do all of the same things that we are doing for the rest of the patterns. So the first half of mandala is complete. Now we have other half to do. Next we will add spirals, longer ones. So one spiral will be in one square, right? By square what I mean is 2 grid lines and these and the space. Alright, so that will be for one spiral. So the next one will be mirrored version of it. But before we draw that, I will give you the circle for this. The circle for the top part. The circle for the height of this spiral will be 3.8 centimeters. So the next spiral will be the mirrored version of this. While doing the spirals, move your hand very slowly. Alright, do not rush to finish. Then you will get equal spirals on both the sides. For the stem of these spirals, the gap between two lines should be equal. Alright, they should not cross with each other. And note how big the circular portion of my spiral is. Now what we will do is, in this space which is in between two spirals, we will draw a teardrop shape. And then in the two small corners around the teardrop shape, you will add small circles. Only two circles, one on each side. And then, as you already know, you will darken the small corners around it. Next, we are going to draw the upper portion of this design. So what we will do is, you will draw a lotus petal starting from the grid line which is passing through the center of two spirals. Alright. So it will start on the outermost circle, right? So which is outermost circle? The one which touches both the edges of your page and the top part. Alright. The outermost circle as big as you can fit in the space. So for that, I'll take a little bit bigger size of pen. 0.4 I think will be correct. So this lotus petal will end on the round parts of the spirals, alright, and not on the grid line here, but on the circular portions of these spirals. Next, we will add border inside these lotus petals. Next, we will add a small semicircle at the base of this pattern and a border on the inside. Now we will draw a flower with very thin petals, and the central petal, the first one, will touch this grid circle, alright, and then we will fill the rest of the space. And then they will go in a circular way like this. We will add small dots in the small semicircle. Only in the inner part, leave the border empty. Then we will darken the small corners here near the spirals. Next, we will put back our pens in our rounder. The point will be here where the two spirals meet each other, right? At this point, we will place the pointed part of rounder. The pen will be on the grid circle that we have, alright? On the grid circle here. And you will draw a semicircle like this. Alright, add a semicircle like this one. And then one more border to this on the outer part, on the outside. You can do the main semicircles first and then do the borders all at once. And now we will darken all of the space which is below this semicircle that we have just drawn. Very carefully, not going inside the petals. It should look like this after the darkening part. Now in the top part we will add petals, but this one will be very broad. So the first one will be a cornered one like this, and the next one will be more rounder ones. Next we will redraw this outermost circle in pen, and also this base line we will redraw these in fine liners. Then you will reduce the distance a little bit on the rounder and draw a border on the inside. Now while drawing this border, make sure it does not go inside the top portions of our lotus petals. Alright. Now in the empty spaces that we have here, we will add a straight line and broken line alternate. Right, I will do complete one section and give you a close-up. Alright, like this. One line will be continuous and one will be a dotted or broken line. So the mandala here is complete. Now you can erase the grid, and at the bottom part we are going to do some chains design in a circular way, but you can also write a quote here, right? Or you can do some watercolor painting, or you can do anything in this area. So for the chains design, we will need to draw some circles in pencil. So I'll give you the measurements of those. First, a 2.5 centimeter circle. Then a 3.5, one second, then a 3.5 centimeter circle. And then 4.5, or let's do one which go from this edge to this edge, like all across the paper. They can be anyhow you like you can take your own measurements also here. And then we'll do in the center a smaller one. So this smaller one is 1.5 centimeter. Now for the chains design, all you need to do is draw circles and lines. I'll show how. So we are drawing these circles and lines along the pencil circle that we have just drawn. Alright. In the center of these chains, we can add some teardrop shapes only in the center. And of course, later on, if you want, you can also add some color highlights in this mandala. Let's add one here also. So the mandala here is complete. I hope you all enjoyed drawing this very different mandala and very detailed, of course. So if you enjoyed, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more such upcoming amazing mandalas and more tutorials. So thank you all for watching and have a nice day.